So it's Saturday morning and Don and I are relaxing. He made me a really good breakfast. Thank you, Donnie.
You're welcome.
And we're watching Micah and Tammy right now, and they happen to be talking about autopilot requirement.
Yep.
And that got Don and I talking about requirements because, you know, we both have a background in software development.
Yep.
And we understand the process of gathering customer requirements, of having to, as a team, go through the requirements and weed them out.
Yeah.
Not worth doing, not feasible, worth doing, or, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We understand having more requirements than a company can implement due to resource constraints or time, the cycle time to complete them, because there's testing and all kinds of overhead on top of just the coding part. It's not just the coding.
Yeah.
So we were having an interesting discussion, and we did a Franklin Covey class that helped us out one time, right? You want to talk about what those categories were for requirements?
Yeah, well, there basically were 4 quadrants, and the first quadrant was important and urgent. So those are the ones you've got to do right now, and they're very important to do, like a safety fix. Like
autopilot, like anything to enhance autopilot's probably in that category.
I think the Model 3 brake modulation fix, that would fall into there that. Too. That's like, then of course there's the ones that are urgent but not important. Those types of fixes probably aren't anything to do with safety, but you know, have a lot of value. And then the ones that are important but not urgent. Did I get that right?
Yeah, I think you did. Maybe the windshield wipers was really urgent. There's so many people asking for it, but you know, you could turn the wipers on and clear the windshield without them being automatic. So that was, you know, just might fall underneath that one category. Rain sensing was, people thought it was urgent, but it wasn't so important because we already had functioning wipers.
Right, so it really wasn't as big of a safety issue, so it probably certainly wasn't urgent, but it was important.
It was important,
because everybody who bought their car, Tesla, basically commented.
Expected to have it, was looking for it, wondered why it was taking so long.
I mean, you know, it's kind of embarrassing, you know, the little Kia, you know, a $13,000 car has intermittent wipers, and yet a $100,000 Tesla doesn't, so it's like, oh, what's wrong with this? So anyway, it was noticeable, so it was important, but it wasn't urgent. And then the other one is
not important and not urgent. The ones that tend to clutter the field.
Right.
All the ones that are like one-offs maybe, or certainly don't involve safety. They might be specific to one customer's needs and not a wide number of customers, that kind of thing.
Right. Well, right. And I guess what I was talking about, you know, Micah was talking about these digital speed limit signs, and I think that's a valid thing. And then you realize that, you know, right now it doesn't really do the speed limit signs. I mean,
for autopilot 2.
Right. So
he's driving an autopilot 1 car.
Right. So he might have a little bit different. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is I kind of would hope at some point that Tesla would make available to the customer base a process, because we let our customers vote on the requirements. We got down
to a certain extent.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that went into what
ones we let them vote on.
Right. You know, the ones that we knew absolutely we were doing, like year 2K or mixed case support and things like that. It was, you know, there's no brainers. We didn't even let them vote on those. But there are other ones down there, especially in this unimportant and unurgent. You know, you could get your customers' input on those. Certainly, there might be some really great ideas in there that you don't want the competition to know about, so you don't put those out. You just keep those in your back pocket. But there's a lot of mundane things, like one of Marianne's things. She would really like the passenger door to automatically open.
Just like the driver door in the morning, but if Don's driving, I want my door to swing if I've got my key fob.
Right. I don't think that the competition necessarily, if they were going to do automatically open doors, they'd probably do that anyway. So you're not revealing some secret.
Why do only one side of the car?
Right. Well, I'm sure it has a little bit of how do you detect the passenger type thing. You know, and would you always want it to, you know, a stranger? I don't know. I'm just saying is that it's certainly something, maybe they were talking about the phone thing picking up anyway. It would be nice.
Yeah, the other thing I want is when I walk up to the back of the car, I want a foot plate to open up the hatchback when my hands are full. Women, they always want things.
Oh.
Full hands.
Oh, I remember.
And some other cars do that. So certainly the technology is available. It's just a matter of implementing it, an additional cost to implement it. And
well, I think it's actually easier. All that is easier than that. So Elon tweeted that they're going to fix rattles because the Teslas have all these microphones apparently in the car to pick up on things. And so there are people, Model 3s got some rattles and stuff. And so what he's hoping people they'll be able to do is you'll push a button or tell it to, there's a rattle, and the car will start recording and capture that rattle and acoustically locate the source of the rattle.
Wow.
Well, why not put a microphone outside the car so when I walk up to the passenger side, I could say, hey, Ruby, open the door. Or Ruby, open the truck.
And if the fob is within range,
right,
it listens to the command.
It's kind of like a little
safety thing, security backup there. But
yeah, but that would be great. Ruby, open up the passenger Falcon Wing door. Those kinds of things would be very helpful, and that might be an example of something that Tesla doesn't put out because they don't want the competition to know about it. But Elon sort of let it out of the bag when he said, oh, well, we're going to use these microphones that we've already got in the car, and we're going to locate, triangulate where the rattle is. And it's like, well, that's a hell of an idea.
Well, I know I love every enhancement that Tesla adds in the software updates. I mean, I think we're really lucky to get those for free. They might not come as fast as I want them to come, but they do come, and I'm really happy with them. But it can be frustrating. I mean, I'm an Elon fan, but to see someone tweet him, and him to just happen to see their tweet, and then poof, that requirement's accepted. So I wanted to see some of my tweets, and poof, my requirement be accepted too. Just saying.
Well, I'll just let me put out there, and let me vote on it. Then click how many likes.
Right. Is this tweet, he could tweet back, well, is this tweet important to you? And if so, like it. And then if we've got, 5,000 or, several thousand people, I don't know what number it would be, that say yes, then we accept it.
Well, the way you could do it, you could give people virtual votes. In other words, you get 5 votes, and you can either take all 5 votes and put on one thing, or you can split them across 5 things, or give 1, 2, and 4 other ones. The 3 other ones, 1 each. Those kinds of things like that. I mean, there's ways that you could do that, and I think that would help. First of all,
make me feel like I had some stake in what comes, which is an important quality for a customer. And and
maybe if you have like 2 Teslas, you get 10 votes. So it's like
the Model 3, Donnie.
Not quite.
Almost.
Yeah. I'm still contemplating quite heavily on that.
I almost had him hooked the other night. I was so close. I was so close.
Right. Yes.
So you hear that? We have chimney swifts in the chimney, which we don't ever burn. And the cats are kind of interested. They're there like every year that I can remember being in the house. They're there. Dawn said they're actually endangered now. So we hear them chirping, and it doesn't bother us. But I thought maybe you heard that in the background during the us talking about the requirements, and I wanted to explain. And it keeps Mittens happy. Panther, it's a nice day for a nap on the front porch. Now that it's summer, he's taken to basically sleeping on the front doormat all the time. He's not a really old kitty, but he just likes to be quiet. And, cats, they sleep a lot. And he's happy up here on his porch when the other cats don't bother him. So it's a pretty day in the neighborhood. However, it Feels humid, cloudy, possibly stormy. Not sure it's good weather for the balloon festival today. I mean, people out there walking around on the grounds today. It's going to be pleasant to go visit the vendors. There's not much happening over there during the middle of the day balloon wise. They have some canine frisbee competitions, and like I said, the vendors are out. But for this evening, when they want to do the balloon stuff again starting at 5:30, this weather is iffy. So tonight's plan is, if it's not raining, Dawn's gonna just drop me and Johnny off because I need another day of photographing those fabulous balloons, and then he'll come pick us up. That's the you know, advantage of being so close to the event. We can afford to do that. We don't have to pay for parking or park in one of the parking lots and take a shuttle bus or anything. So that'll be cool. Johnny and I had, and Dawn too, an awesome time last night, obviously. So I don't see them here right this second, but the bluebirds have been coming in and out of the box this morning. So we did have the other babies leave. And bluebirds will actually have up to 3 broods a year, or 3 nests with eggs a year, and they act as a family unit. So the early hatchlings, they come back and help the parents feed possibly the second time around. So I'm very excited that they are back. Don had several years where he had 3 nests, and then for the last couple of years, I suspect because of the cat presence, we've had like a brood a year. So you know, the fact that they're back again is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And you probably can't see them, but there are a couple of cardinals down there chirping in the ferns by the bridge. Someone forgot to plug Ruby in last night. That someone would be me. That's because I guess I didn't comprehend when I came in from going to the chiropractor and over to Tesla that I wasn't going back out. And also on a weekday, we never plug in during the middle of the day. So, but hey, Johnny and I are just going to town, and we're probably going to go all of 15 miles. So I think we can handle it. I do. I think we got this covered. So I pulled up a balloon glow picture from 2016. Yep. When WRAL was sponsoring, which I really don't understand why they're not this year, but this picture's pretty cool. You can see the town balloon here, Fuquay-Varina, also. But even in this picture, all the front ones are lit and not all the back ones are. I have done Photoshop work in prior years to try to light everything up in certain pictures. Like if one balloon was missing, but I had it on in another shot. But that's a lot of work, and certainly for last night's video, I didn't have time to do that. I had over 1,000 files to process through last night to create last night's video. So Johnny turned off his gaming computer after he played for a couple hours and came out and was looking to do something with Mom for a few minutes. So we've come to town to play Pokemon Go, and we're just going to walk around Guardian Angel and then probably go back to the house. Just get us out for a few minutes. We are still planning an early dinner and then go over to the Balloon Fest. That still looks threatening out there, but not raining or not immediate. So fingers are crossed. But we're just out palling around in town with Ruby for a few minutes. Don was watching Bjorn's live stream today. He's in his X on a Nimber task. And he was probably going to kick back and take a nap. We had watched all of the videos we like to watch together. I mean, I like to watch Bjorn too if I'm home, but that one's going to be on for a long time. It's one of those you pop in and out of probably. So yeah, we're just all having a relaxing afternoon. So Johnny always likes to come in and study the Hot Wheels cars. Did you see the tractor, Johnny?
Yes.
That's a very pretty cool.
Who's this?
Oh wow, a dump truck. He likes all of the big construction vehicles. He's not so much into the race cars.
I am
But
a
this
little.
tractor's pretty cool, Johnny.
The thing doesn't move.
Oh, it's fixed?
Yep.
Huh.
That's why I don't like it that much.
Johnny gets the humor in this. Yeah, you find all kinds of things here. This is an unopened model kit. Pretty cool. Johnny picked out some books. Storm Runners, which is about a kid that chases tornadoes and hurricanes. I Am David and Auslander, both historical fiction from World War II. And probably Galactic Hot Dogs is going to Miss Michelle's Connor. I think he'll like it. It's a graphic novel. We had a good time. Boy, it's bright out here. Goodness. I got a shirt and 4-pack of sandstone coasters. Yeah, they sell them in there for $1. You know, in the store they're $20. These weren't even used. I like those kind of deals. All right, when I come out tomorrow morning, she should be ready to rock and roll. All right, that is one of the juveniles up on the tree limb. So usually a few days before they leave, they come out on that tree limb and kind of see what's out there and then flee back to the safety of the nest. But that's really cool. I'm really thrilled coming down the driveway that we were able to see this today. So it's about 6:15 and it's very cloudy and there are thunderstorms within 50 to 100 miles of our location, and my understanding is the balloons won't go up if there's rain within 50 or thunder within 100. So they haven't said they're not going up, but I really don't think they're going up. Plus, I'm going for the fun, but also to take pictures, and this bad clouds is not good for the ascension for pictures. It's fine for the glow because, you know, you can't tell if it's cloudy or not close to sunset when they're glowing. So I think for now we're not going to try to go over there and watch the ascension, and I might take off to go watch the glow. I just don't know. We're gonna play it by ear. Weather tomorrow is looking improved, less chance of rain in the afternoon before Alberto ruins our Memorial Day with a lot of rain, a whole bunch of people, us included. So I'm hoping we'll get over there tomorrow. I originally wasn't gonna go tomorrow because tomorrow was looking like the worst day, but maybe tomorrow is gonna be okay. So I'm playing it by ear, but not leaving right now. If you can't go see hot air balloons, you should make homemade ice cream. Now this is the way we do ice cream at our house, baby. That's right.
Amen.
I came out here to give you one last balloon weather report for the night before I wrap up today's content. And all the kitties, of course, they're thrilled, including Gray Girl, who's right here, wanting more. attention. So there's rain coming in from the south, and even if they do the glow, it's going to be rushed, and then people are going to be trying to leave over there really quick. So we're not going to go tonight. But the good news is, and they did officially cancel the Ascension, by the way, so we made a good call in not going over there for that. But tomorrow's forecast looks much improved now. Only 20% chance of rain, mostly up toward the Virginia border. The weatherman said he thought the balloon festival had a really good chance of getting off the ground tomorrow. So John and I are definitely going to go back and maybe twist Don's arm. Who knows? But yeah, so we're just going to veg tonight. We had that great ice cream, and we're going to enjoy our Saturday night and rest up a bit. Besides, do I really need to be up to on and off till 5 a.m. editing 1,000 photos again tonight? I probably could use a day in between.